Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, it's yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. Here's the flyers in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King Two Code in the building. What's going on, bro?
Man, let me readjust here. I had to pull out the new seat courtesy of Pops. So, hold on,
Yes,
hold
sir.
on.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. How did I mess that up? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Still look a little lopsided, but fuck it. We gonna do what we do. We got a show to get to. What up, people? What's good, man? I look a little better. I feel a little better. Hell yeah, tell Pops, yeah. Tell Pops, good looking out.
Yeah, that motherfucker comfortable, ain't it?
Hell yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Breaking in the new GOW chair. All right,
Fro,
man.
what's
Fro, what's
good,
good,
Fro?
man? Hey, man, we saw your comment on the last one, man. Yeah, that whole concert thing just, yeah. We're going to get into that a little bit, man, when we start talking about Cody. Man, but let's go ahead and kick this thing off, man. Moxley shows back up to AEW. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, this is GOW. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. And Moxley has returned. Yo, he gave a heartfelt, speech. Basically, he pretty much hit home to what it was that he's been dealing with, what he's going through. We all know what it was. We ain't really got to be into it, too indecisive into it, but it was passionate. It was cool. Daniel, what's going on, man? And I,
Shannon, what up?
it's that kind of passion that you love from a guy like Moxley, man, because it's genuine. But my man's ready to get back into the fight, and he's gonna be fighting this Friday. So, I can't. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's ready to be back. And I hope he's not rushing. And they're not rushing him. So uh, all is well with that, man. But before we move on, man, what are your thoughts on Moxley's return, bro?
Man, you know what? Fro says, anyone know what that fan said? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure, man, when I hop on Twitter later on tonight, man, I'm pretty sure
We'll
somebody
find
gonna let us
out.
know. For sure. Hopefully we get the video. But Fro was good. But dude, all right, Mox. First of all, can I say how good my dude look? I mean, my dude, he
Hey,
came
like
back.
he's
My boy,
slim.
he slimmed down massively, and you can tell, man. I don't know how much drinking he was doing, but man, he came back looking younger. He looked healthier, and bro, like this promo, everything. I'm not even gonna call it a promo. This truth
It was
bomb that he dropped,
right.
man. You could tell like
Yeah,
he spoke
yeah.
from the heart. You could tell he spoke with conviction. He spoke with passion. This was something where you could tell, like, you know what? Hey, I might have, bullet point A or B I kind of want to get to, but for the most part, man, I'm gonna just go out there and I'm just whatever come to my mind, I'm gonna speak from my soul. And that's really, man, that was
Mm-hmm.
really dope to hear because with a guy like Moxley, a guy that's not really seen as a vulnerable type guy, at least not to us, to see him come out and be vulnerable and let us know, hey man, look, I have fucked up times. I have messed up thoughts. I got my demons too, just like everybody else. You're not the only one. But guess what? I'm back and I'm ready. And when he told that fan to shut the fuck up, I'm like, oh damn. So we're just gonna drop the F bomb on TBS.
I
Okay, all
mean,
right,
I mean, clear
let's
as
go.
day, bro. Clear as day.
Yeah, I was like, oh damn, like okay, no tape delay, no bleep, no
No,
nothing. Like I know
nothing.
TBS gonna have a
No,
nice little talk
nothing.
with Tony Khan, but as a fan, I enjoyed it. What did you think, man?
Moxley's back. That's what I thought. Damn, Moxley's back. All right, y'all. All right, whatever y'all was thinking, y'all better get out this man's way because he's about to he's about to be on one right now, man. Which is fine. I'm good with it, man. When Moxley has a purpose, he's at his best, and when
Yeah.
they already had nothing for him to do, and he's just kind of out there. He looks lost, but when give him now that he's got some focus, Um, could we see Moxley maybe go after the TNT championship just to grab that championship? Could we see him going after Hangman Page, which I wouldn't be mad at trying to reclaim that championship, but definitely just and CM Punk's in AEW. Uh, Adam Cole's in AEW. Archer's in AEW. Miro's in AEW. He's in the page, which is also, oh, that was freaking awesome, Darby Allin. Damn, I love you.
Hey, must I say how comfortable you look?
Man, I am, man. You see me just there, just to rock it, just to talk. It's Wednesday night, man. We're watching AEW. I'm sitting in a good chair. Man, I'm sipping on a little bit of little drink. Man, I'm talking with my homie. We talking to the people. Man, yeah. Oh man, coffin drop off the back outside, man. Yo, I'm yeah, man. I'm right, man. So and Moxley back. Moxley's back, bro. Moxley is back. So yeah, man. I'm feeling good, man. All right, man. So we move on, man. We got MJF, man. He pretty much he started off he started off sounded like he was gonna give Warlow some props, even though he was mad at him and he was apologizing. But because he touched him, MJF had to be the asshole that he was, and pretty much talk shit about CM Punk as he's been doing. Then of course, man, we got the mixed tag match. We got Adam Cole going to and with his girlfriend Britt Baker, Dr. DMD, going up against Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy. Bro, real quick, what did you think of this match, man?
Bro, it was I want to see it again. Seeing Britt Baker and Adam Cole team up was cool as shit. Seeing Chris Statlander get in the ring and do her thing with Orange Cassidy was cool. But to see, like I said, I love Adam Cole. I love Orange Cassidy. But to me, what I wanted to see out of this was Britt Baker and Chris Statlander. I got my doctor. I got my alien. So I'm really, really
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to see where we go with that. But it was cool, man. It was cool. Lots of nice storytelling in this match. And goddamn, okay, Adam Cole and Britt Baker, they make a hell of a team in real life and on screen. I mean, because just the chemistry, just seeing them two together, it was cool to see Britt Baker hit a destroyer. I'm like, all right, okay. So she got the Brisbane Sunrise thing going. Sting, what the hell, bro? What the hell is up, my
Where
boy
is he
Sting? My
going?
boy, you about to see? I'm sorry. Usually you're ahead of me, but when you see it, you're gonna be like, what the hell, bro? But yeah, man, I thought it was cool. What did you think, man? What was your thoughts on this match?
Oh, I love it.
Did you
I'm
see
sorry,
it? You
not the
see it?
match.
You see it?
I like the match, but what my man Sting just dove. 62-year-old Sting just jumped off the stage, and I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it whatsoever.
Yeah,
It was awesome. Yo, because it's not something you
yeah.
see him do.
I
I
told you. Sting
yeah,
out here, he doing the damn thing, homie.
yeah, and he's doing and he's not doing too much.
Yeah,
There you go. Go up for it, bring it down, bam, coffin drop. Get that one, get that two, get that three. All right, man, that match is over. We pretty much at the end of the show, but we gonna still talk this talk. Uh, Yo, so but no, as far as the tag match, man, the match was cool. I like the beginning, man, of them switching in and out, Britt Baker and Adam Cole. Uh, and then of course of course, Orange Cassidy got to be Orange Cassidy with him and Britt Baker,
right,
with the kicks. But it was okay. But it kind of harks back to what Adam Cole said after the match. Uh, they've pretty much done a lot, and now it's like, all right, man, we need to settle this in a way. Adam Cole can take a loss without taking a loss. So I'm
right,
I'm
right,
I'm really okay with this lights out match. Haven't seen one since Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, and that was last year. So it's like, all right, cool. Um, and it should be good between these two. Uh, how can you up the ante from previous lights out matches? I guess it's always depending on the competitors. So with these two,
right.
we may we I can definitely expect to see some people come out and help, but man, we may actually. I think this should be good. I think this should be good. This should be good. But we'll wait and see.
Fro says, "You guys going to Wolstein? We ain't. I don't think we gonna make it this trip
Yeah,
around,
nah,
Fro.
man. Yeah, we'd love to, but nah. All right, man. So, beach break, yeah, beach break in Cleveland.
Hey, hold on,
Um,
really quick. I know, I know. I say we kind of had to expedite the process a little bit because I gotta go do daddy duties, which I do. But really, just really quick, bruh. I just realized why the fuck are we having beach break in Cleveland in January?
they always do beach. They always do beach break around this time. It's always been like
but
in the cold.
but I guess I never realized. I never put two and two together. I was thinking like, damn, like really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm. All right, man. So we got the inner circle, and I guess Eddie Kingston's words ring loud to Santana and Ortiz because once Chris Jericho started talking shit about him, they had to cut him off and let him know, like, look, you may not care about him, but we care about him. But also what he said, it rings kind of bells, man. We always do for you, but what have you done for us? And you know what? We gonna prove that next week. And I it may be a sign of the inner circle breaking up, but it's like at one point, it's like I understand where they're coming from because at one point when the inner circle was talking about winning the tag team titles, it was they weren't pushing Santana or Ortiz, they were pushing Sammy and Jericho and then Sammy and Hager. So it's like, yeah, they kind of got a point, man. You never really put them in that light, but you know, it is what it is, man. If they break them up, all right, I guess so. But if they find a way to get through it and they get an opportunity, or Chris helps them get an opportunity, then I think that'll be cool. It'll get them over. But yeah, man, it was cool. It was okay. But I just like the seeds being planted. It felt genuine. Like, yeah, they got some legit. They actually got legitimacy to say what they're saying. So it's like, okay, well, we'll see where it goes. The next up, man. Uh, we got Adam Cole. Of course, he cut his promo, man. Like I said, he was tired of fighting Orange Cassidy. He's done everything possible. So we're gonna get the lights out match next week. Then we got CM Punk versus Shawn Spears. They did a promo all about this, about this promo from last week, and Shawn Spears and CM Punk and what happened. We get the match, and Spears tries to sneak attack. Punk reverses it. Spears reverses that. Punk reverses that. Put him in the GTS. Puts him to sleep. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk wins. Franchise. Give me your thoughts, bro.
uh, huh. um, I I don't know. I I I don't know because you just had CM Punk get his ass destroyed by Wardlow, and you
Which
got
made
Sean
sense.
Spears.
Which made sense, by the way.
That makes sense. But then you had him beat Sean Spears, and like I guess they're trying to set a new Guinness Book of World Record time.
Well, not really, because it took a few minutes. I mean, they like I say, it was a few reversals, and then CM Punk laid them out with the GTS. I mean, it's the arrogance of Sean Spears, but you could say
so
it's just the cunningness of Punk. I
so
guess
let me
if you want to.
so I guess my thing is okay. Are we seeing the implosion of the inner circle and what the hell is the team? The Pinnacle.
Pinnacle. As far as Warlow and MJF, yeah, most definitely. Sean Spears, I don't know how that will play out yet, but most definitely MJF and Warlow. Oh yeah, most definitely we're seeing that. I don't
Fro
know,
says
Fro. I don't know, man. I expected this to be like maybe a 5 to 10 minute match. I didn't think it would go long, but I figured it would get something. So this was very surprising. I was very surprised when I saw the finish be that damn that Spears was getting GTS that fast and Punk was getting the victory. I knew it was they were going to do something for a little, at least a little bit. I didn't expect it to go long, but I expected it to do something. So yeah, that was shocking. And I kind of feel like you, like it's like I saw it happen. It's like damn, oh that's it. Oh shit, damn, that's it. Okay, all right, I guess. But damn, like I was getting ready to watch a match, but we didn't get that. So yeah, I kind of really threw me off too. Leo says, man, he liked it and it made sense. The goal is to wrestle Max, and it's a statement towards him. And I got that part too. I totally got that. Like I got that instantly, like because as he did it and got the pin, he was looking at Max. So it's like that made sense, but still, I expected more out of this. Again, 5-10 minutes. You could have went to 5 to 7. Somewhere between that 5 to 10 minutes. You could have still did the finish, but Spears could have did a little bit to sell the beatdown Punk took from last week, like that just enough of that be like, all right, you know what, I know if I can't let him continue to do this, I gotta end this. And then he just looks up and bam, he hits the GTS and boom, Spears like he's about to dominate, but then Punk gets him. And Spears being arrogant, showing off to Max, not paying attention. And then like he started like pretty much like how the match started before they really fought. But you could have did something like that, and then Punk could have won. All right, cool. At least Spears got something off, and you're selling, Punk taking that beat instead of him kind of looking really like just unbeatable. Like, damn, like, nah, bro. Like Spears is a little bit more than that. He should have done something. And yeah, that was disappointing, but understandable, I guess. Says kind of wish they switched weeks they switched weeks. First I had to squash Spears and then get killed by Warlock. That
Yeah,
actually makes
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that. If he'd have did this last week and it's like, you know what, you're gonna fight Warlow next week, and then next week we got that would have that definitely would have been better. But yeah, it was what it was, man. Yeah, it was what it was, man. But we eventually we're gonna get CM Punk versus MJF. Fro said also Wood ended the match with a table spot. Punk still wins by DQ. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I wouldn't have a problem with
Leo
that at
said.
all.
Leo says this is the five labors of Punk.
The five, man. Well, I don't know, man. FTR, they busy, but we ain't been really seeing them lately. Uh,
So who
I
wins this? So who wins in the grand scheme of things? When it comes down to CM Punk and MJF, man, who comes out on top here? Because I feel like they say they want to try to build around Punk, but then MJF is one of the pillars. So it's like if you were booking, who go over? I know Fro says MJF better go over, but who you got going over?
it would have to be MJF. If
Okay.
Punk is going to take a loss, let it be the most cockiest, shit talking heel in the company that beats him. He's the
Okay, let me
hottest
ask you
thing.
this.
He's the hottest thing in AEW as far as a heel. So it's like, why not beat Punk? I mean, it doesn't hurt Punk because people already feel like Punk isn't what he used to be, and we know he's not what he used to be. But
Right.
you're starting to see the glimpses of a glimmer of hope of him being, still something. So and he still has a name. So for you to say MJF is one of your pillars, when you put this match on, I mean, MJF has beaten some of the best. He's beaten Darby Allin, he's beaten Jungle Boy, he's beaten Cody, he's beaten Jericho. Why
Mm-hmm.
not beat a CM Punk? Makes sense to
Okay.
me. If you can find a way to convince me otherwise, why Punk needs to win, go ahead. But I don't see it. Everything that I said is pointing that MJF needs to win, and he needs to win in an MJF kind of style type of way of winning, that like plain and simple. So, uh, grand scheme of things, yeah, I can see MJF. I won't be surprised if they don't decide to do the match February 4th when they end up in Chicago.
Are they supposed to fight next week?
No, but that's coming up soon. Like
I know
February 4th, like
that's the reason I said that because I thought if they were scheduled next week, MJF would pull some bullshit or whatever, blah blah
Punk
blah.
wrestled. Punk wrestled twice in this week, so I'm pretty sure he's going to take a week. Well, he didn't wrestle this week, but he did something 2 weeks in a row. I could see them doing a
Right, right,
promo to
right.
set it up for the return to Chicago for MJF to, say he's gonna beat him in his hometown. There's something like that of that nature, man, which is fine. Uh,
Damn, you know what's crazy? If
what's
if
up?
if MJF beats CM Punk in Chicago, wow,
And
dude,
that's
he's gonna
why,
get booed out of the
yeah,
fucking building.
that's
Okay,
okay.
I like
But
it. I like
that's what he does. That's what you do. Oh, that's how you build. That's how you build somebody. So yes, CM Punk losing to MJF in Chicago, that makes
yeah,
so much sense. So yes, go
yeah,
with it. And just make it a really, make it the main event. I don't mind it, even though, because when they put the match on first, they give it its due, they give it its justice. You get to watch the match. You don't get a whole lot of commercials. You may get one or two, but you're gonna get maybe 10 to 15 minutes of just no commercials. You're gonna get a good match. Uh, but I would like to see this as the main event. This is the main event match of the night. CM Punk, MJF. Um, Now they do have a pay per view coming up. I will throw out there they could throw the swerve and have it be a DQ finish to where
mm,
no one gets pinned, but they can try to build it up for the pay per view coming up, which is,
you know.
I mean, they could, but that's almost another
What's
month
coming up?
out.
Ain't it,
So I don't. I think
ain't
it's in
Revolution
March.
is Revolution is
I
the
think
next one.
so. That's next month. If that's next
No, no,
month,
no. I think it's either in February or March, one of the two.
I want to say, good night, baby. I want to say that I think it's like March 4th or something like that. I want to say it's early, but March 6th. Okay, so Leo correspondent for AEW, man, always on this job. Uh, so yeah, I don't know if they want to continue to push this any longer. I think if you're gonna do it now, if you're gonna do it, you do it now. If you say, well, okay, let's say MJF win, you could do a rematch at the pay per view, which I don't think
Okay.
people would be mad about seeing. But I don't know if you want to do it. But in I feel like if you have a legit winner, you have a better way of telling the story for it leading up to the pay per view than doing a DQ finish. I mean, even though
Right.
because you kind of been saying, because Punk has already been saying the same things about MJF throwing other people in his way, so to keep him from getting to him. So it's like I don't know if you want to keep doing that per se. That's just me thinking. Think what you think, but yeah. So we gonna move on, man. But it, I just want to throw those out there because
No,
potential
I mean,
that could definitely be some potential.
no, no. I mean, well, that's why I asked you because I'm like, all right, because in my head, man, I was kind of juggling back and forth. I'm like, all right, well, I can see Punk winning if it's going to be a series of matches, but if it's going to be one definite, but I didn't even think
But
about
I don't think he should win
Chicago.
the first one. I don't think he should win the first match.
Mm,
I think he should lose the first match. Yeah, Punk loses the
okay.
first match. I there's nothing there's nothing from stopping him to getting into an AEW tournament for the World Championship, and then you playing off of them fighting again, for a way
Yeah.
to qualify or to move forward. So you can always do something next. So even if there's ways to do it, but I feel like MJF should win that very first one. And if you're gonna do it, I think by now you don't drag it out to where it's like, people are just beyond anxious of waiting to see it. Give it to us in
Right.
Chicago.
Give me what I
All right,
want.
man. Right, give me what we want. All right, man. Gun Club, man. They pretty much Billy Gunn told Christian he wants his boys to get a title shot. He told them
Yeah.
they're not ready. They whooped his ass. Statement made. Next up, man, Cody. Now Cody, Cody, man.
Yeah.
Look, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
this is one of the rare Cody moments where he gets to be a little honest with people, and I gotta say, man, I actually didn't have a problem with what he said this time. The last time he
Hmm.
cut a promo, when I think it was what Anthony Ogogo or before that, that didn't really go so
Yeah.
well. But this one, being honest, being truthful, being, why won't I turn heel? Because you people cheered me when I needed you the most. Like that rang for me. It's like shit. I'm not gonna turn heel, but it makes so much sense to him not turning heel, and then people wanted to see him turn heel and him go
Yeah,
against it and still get the reaction he's getting. So it's like it's diabolical, but yet
yeah,
satisfying in the same way. So you got that. Then of course, he mentioned CM Punk, he mentioned the pipe bomb, he mentioned pretty much being the guy that brought something that made nothing to something, or at least was the inspiration for it, the driving force to help it get through. And he named a lot of guys. He put over Jay Lethal. He put over a lot of Ring of Honor guys. He put over the New Talent. He talked about the Forbidden Door. He said a lot, man. And then, of course, at the end, after he pulled the big ass ladder in the ring, he talked to Sammy Guevara, and he basically let it be known the TNT Championship is not a secondary championship. The only reason it seems that way now is because there's two titles. And I said, damn, if that wasn't a way of saying your championship isn't just mediocre, that I actually like that. I actually didn't have a
right,
problem with
right,
that because like we need to have an undisputed TNT championship. And I got to be honest, the TNT championship doesn't feel mediocre because everyone that's had it has at least had a decent run with it. You
right,
saw it defended. You saw the really good matches. I won't say all the matches were great, but at least out of everybody being the champion, Cody, Miro, Darby Allen, Sammy Guevara, they've all had good matches. Being
right,
the
right,
TNT Championship was a main event match, and it served its purpose. So it's kind of like we know it is a secondary championship, but because I mean, there's nothing bigger than the AEW World Championship, but
right.
the TNT Championship is respectable, unlike the Intercontinental Championship that's not being done properly the way it needs to be done. But I digress. We're gonna get into that another whole another day. So, bro, what did you think of the promo, man? Real quick before we move on.
I mean, Cody hit one of his Martin Luther King promos, man, and it hit home. My boy. I thought my boy's
He
finna
had
go
a dream on a
Farrakhan,
Friday, on a Wednesday.
bro. I swear to God, bro. When he started yelling, I thought he was about to go Farrakhan for a minute. I'm like, oh, my boy going radical. My boy said the gloves are off. Somebody tell Shabazz it's on. But
Get the bean pies ready, baby. We hungry.
man, oh man.
Hell
I
no,
thought I thought
man.
my boys were to come out here with the
Oh shit.
kufi. You feel me? But no, hey,
Oh man.
it made sense. But you know what? It's
Yeah.
once again, it's like I said, bro. The more he doesn't turn heel, the more he reminds me of John Cena. Because John Cena would sort of do that, not to the extent of Cody Rhodes, but John Cena he'd come out and he'd do a little tongue in cheek shit. He'd be like, "You want to see me do a heel turn? Then twist his foot back and forth. There you go. You got what you wanted." It's like little shit like that, and it's like when the crowd is booing Cody and when the crowd is yelling at Cody he'll sit there and he'll simmer. He'll let the crowd say what they're gonna say. And then it's kind of like, all right, are you done? All right, now back to it. I love you guys, and it's like one of them was like, I hate you. Like it's like he's getting that reaction, even when he's not trying to get that reaction. But something is telling me he wants that reaction. So
Hmm.
he's getting that reaction. So it's
Hmm.
like you said, man, it's diabolical, it's methodical, it's psychology 101.
Yeah, it most definitely is, and it's something that but see the difference between him and Cena is Cena was that guy. It's just when Cena stopped being the thugonomics Cena and became the hustle, loyalty, respect, and eat your vitamins and say your prayers, Cena,
Right,
and he was beating everybody and he would get injured and leave and come back and beat everybody. That's what
right,
made
right,
people want to hate Cena. With Cody, at least you understand his reasoning to why he's not turning heel. Whereas Cena just
right,
didn't turn heel. Cena was just, he didn't care about the boos. He said, "You have the right to boo me as much as you want to. I still love you." Where at least Cody's letting you know, look, I'm not turning heel because when I needed you the most, you supported me unwillingly, and I cannot turn on you, and I'm going to come out and I'm going to do what I do. But when that heel turn does happen, my God, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be magnificent because then people are gonna cheer it, but then people are gonna also boo it. Because it's like, oh, you like, yes, you bastard, boo, yes, boo, yes, boo. So it's like, oh, finally, man, damn, we've been waiting. You've been made this word an
It's like I
eternity.
fucking hate love you so much.
Right? It's like, oh my god. But I when that happens, that happens. But as far as the promo and everything he said, man, hey, I had no problem with it. Every now and then he'll, he let it be known, man. He's the key to the forbidden door. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing nobody else doing. Maybe Impact and Ring of Honor, they were always kind of doing some stuff. But as far as it being a mainstream thing, getting a real major player involved, and then that major player putting and shining a light to all those others, that's the I give him credit for that. Him and Tony Khan, I give him credit for that. But Pro, he says, man, what did he say? He said him refusing to go heel makes him heel. And it does. And so that's why I say when he finally turns heel, it's gonna be like, yes, boo, yes, boo. Like, thank you, boo. Like, oh my god, I've been waiting forever. But so that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, let's move it on, man. So we got Jade Cargill. She's standing with Anna Jay. Apparently, Anna Jay. Jade Cargill's issued out an open challenge. Anna Jay has accepted. And we're going to get Anna Jay versus Jay Cargill this Friday on Rampage on the TNT network for the TBS championship. But I like what she did at the end. Of course, letting people know it's that
That
bitch's
bitch
show.
show.
And it's like, and at the point of the championship, that bitch. It's like, now you understand why she's the champion. Like, and now
Yeah.
it's just about getting her more ring time, man. Just that's all it is. She just needs to get it down. She's got some things, but I just want her. I want them to really let her look dominant. I don't want her to look so. I understand, sometimes she'll make a mistake and somebody might take an advantage, but at the same time, she should be dominant, man. She is too physically godly looking, okay, to really be handicapped that much. I you know
Right,
I
right.
she's really got to be dominant, but we'll see how that works out, man. Next up, man, we got the House of Black. We got Malachi Black. We got Brody King going up against the Varsity Blondes. They basically beat the hell out of the Blondes. They looked it good, but they beat the hell out of the Blondes. And then we got a promo from Pac, and apparently Pac is eyeing, as you see, he's I said they're eyeing. He's eyeing a return to go up against Malachi Black, and
Chill.
I'm not mad at that. I actually want to see that, man. It's been a while since I've seen my boy Pac. Uh, when they have something to do for him, man, my man is into it. He is good. He is ready to go. And these are two people. They are going to kick and they're going to hurt the hell out of each other. And I want to see it, and I can't wait to see it. Your thoughts on that before I move on?
Bro, I'm like you. I'm just ready to see Pac. When Pac is in the storyline and he's healthy and consistent,
Yeah,
it's great.
yeah,
It's just the
yeah.
inconsistency. But hey, it is what it is.
I
He's
mean,
here now.
it's the
I take
business
it.
that it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. Then come on, him and Alistair Black. Oh man, bro. If Pac joins the House of Black, I quit. I quit. I
I
would
don't
jump
think
for
he's
joy.
joining the House of Black. I don't think he's joining the House of Black. I mean, that would be sick if he did.
Bro,
But
that'd be nuts.
that just means you really got to bring on the trios championship. And I say
Bring
that
it
even
on.
more now. And I say that even more now, finding out that Ring of Honor wants to get rid of their trios championship. So it's like, oh, one company getting rid of it for another company to pick it up. But I don't know, we'll see what Ring of Honor do. They're building a comeback, and they want to focus on a couple of championships. But the pure championship, the 6-man championship, and there was another championship that they're looking at maybe
Hey, that's some
putting
bullshit.
away.
The pure championship. The
You're
pure
right, man. Especially after seeing that pure match with Shane
Jonathan
and,
Gresham
and,
and Chris
and,
Sabin.
and Johnny. I'm sorry, yeah, Jonathan Gresham. I said Shane. Jonathan Gresham and Chris Sabin. Yeah, that was. I definitely want to see more of that. So I don't know. Keep that pure championship. You could really do something with that. But that's a different story for a different day. Uh, Next up, man, Lance Archer cut a promo. Well, not Lance Archer, but Jake the Snake, the Hall of Famer, has returned to cut a promo. Uh, not gonna lie, man, it felt good to not hear Dan Lambert. I like Dan Lambert. He says all the wrong things at the right time. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and but it was good to hear Jake just with that sultry voice, just goddamn you,
Yeah.
Jake. Just sing me this. Just put me this. Just talk me to sleep, Jake. In a good way. Just talk me to sleep, man. I'm good, brother. You just say what you gotta say, man. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. But
Jake be on them infomercials at 2 o'clock in the morning.
do you feel like no, I ain't gonna try it. I ain't gonna do much boy
You
Jake
know,
like that, man. Oh shit, man. But next up, man.
you only have a
So we
sock in the
got
right hand.
you stupid. So we got Rocky Romano and we got Trent Beretta. I can't remember the
Yeah,
team that they're called in New Japan, but they've reformed themselves and they want to face the Young Bucks. They talked about the history, which AEW, had video of their previous matches for the IGWP Junior Champion Tag Team Championships. So they've had some battles in New Japan back and forth. So they're going to have a match on Rampage, which hey, I'm cool with it. Something different, something new. Uh, this is what we like about AEW, man. When you're putting that
right,
talent
right,
that we've been seeing, and they're doing they're doing stuff. We love seeing Trent back. Something different from the best friends, but something else that people know. People know these two as a team. They have some recognition. So to kind of bring that nostalgia of that match and bring it to the people that may not know it as well, I like that, and so I'm definitely looking forward to this match. Then of course we got Cass versus Archer. They try to give Cass some legitimacy in this match. They could try to give him some time, but Lance Archer, it was what it was. Archer won. Then of course
and he
Heyman,
was right, man. He did put on some weight. I didn't really notice it
I told
last
you,
week or the week
I told
before,
you.
but god damn.
Yeah, and of course Archer was going to try to do something to Cass, but Adam Page came out, and then those two got the brawn. Page tried to do the buckshot lariat, but Archer caught him with the choke slam, but Page blocked that, and he clotheslined him out of the ring. So they got that little face off, which I'm not mad because you're going to you're going to give me somebody that if you don't be careful, he could really beat you. So you're gonna and because of the monstrous way that he no sell shit, Hangman Page is really gonna have to pull some shit out of his bag to beat Archer. So okay, I'm going to give this a shot because you know how I feel about Archer, and and his style in the ring. I get it, but it's a bit cringy at times, and Page is one of those guys I don't want to see out unnecessarily because of Archer. Uh, Next up, man, we got Serena D versus Sky Blue. D beat her. Then, of course, man, we got, like I said, the matches for Rampage. We're going to get the return of John Moxley going up against Ethan Page. Trent and Rocky versus the Young Bucks. Hook is coming back to beat Separate or whatever. I butchered that. Uh,
Serpentico.
Yeah, there you go, Serpentico. Then of course we're gonna get Jade, the TBS champion, going up against and defending her championship against Anna Jay of the Dark Order.
I'm ready.
Then of
I'm
course
ready.
on Dynamite we're gonna get Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole. Lights out. We're gonna get Inner Circle versus 2.0 and Garcia. Will Inner Circle break up? Will there be more distinction between that group? We don't want to see it, but it may just happen because an LAX reunion may be in the works. We don't know. Lastly, added, they're going to have Layla Hirsch after she had laid out Red Velvet. And I swear, man, it's like Chris Statlander was just stupid. Like, why are you going to turn your back to this little short midget, mean little fuck that just beat the shit out of one girl? And you're gonna kneel and turn your back. You're gonna give her the advantage. You deserve to get your ass whooped, Stat. You know better than that. Like I was disappointed more than anything and just that decision making. Like it was just so dumb and
Oh
gullible
boy,
of a move that
Tuco,
she did.
hey, you put 10 insults in one nickname.
I'm sorry. Maybe I took a little too much into that, but it was just like, I understand you want to make Hurst look like a badass, and she is a bit of she's a miniature badass, but I don't know. It was just, uh, I don't know, man. It was just a
No,
placement of how that looked to
I
me,
know
man.
exactly what you
So
were thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. Like you deserve this shit.
right, yeah, it just felt like you know what, you deserve to get your ass whooped. You allow for her to just. It reminded me of Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley, and it was like, oh, you deserve to get your ass whooped. You let her do this to you. Like, come on, man. I I,
Hey,
I digress. I
be like,
digress.
you like this shit? Do you love
You
it?
you like you love it, but all right, man. I digress, man. But and then of course, man, we're gonna get the unification of the TNT Championship. Darby, I'm sorry, it's not Darby. Cody Rhodes, Sammy Guevara. Uh, we're gonna get that in the latter match next week, and then of course, man, Matt Hardy and Andrade. Matt Hardy has sold 51% of his company, the Hardy family office, to the Andrade. So now it's the AHFO. Uh, whatever. Matt Hardy's gonna still run the money, whatever. I'm interested to see where this is kind of gonna go. Andrade's kind of not big, but shocking that he's deciding to team up with Matt Hardy, and I'm interested to see where this may turn into. If this is going to be a positive for the others, I'm good. If it's a positive for Andrade, we get to see more of him. But if it's also positive for Private, maybe you know what? No, I've given up on Private Party. Butcher and the Blade. I need to see. I want to see more of them. I like Butcher and the Blade. I want to see them be taken more seriously in this tag team division. So I'm hoping we'll get something out of that. And they're not just lackeys. And then of course, man, the main event that we just saw, the Acclaimed against Sting and Darby Allin. Darby Allin took a nice little chair around the neck into to the corner of the ring, on the out from the outside. He of course, he was gone for a while, but that allowed Sting to be left alone. And man, we got to see Sting kind of handle himself, man. He
Dang.
didn't look bad. He didn't look bad, man. I'm not gonna say it was the greatest thing ever, man, but damn, it was watchable. He held his own, and when you thought all had failed, who comes running and flying out of the goddamn air? Darby crazy fucking Allen, man. And I that's why I said, man, Darby Allen, I love you, because I just loves when he comes off and no one sees him and he just body darts somebody. And man, uh it wasn't Max Caster, it was the other dude, Anthony Bowen.
Anthony Bowen,
He,
yeah.
yeah, he he I think it was
Like
that
he
he
darted
just
the shit out of his.
I'm like, oh my God, I just love that, man. And then Darby just goes nuts, and then of course, man, he does what he does, and they won the match. And other than that, man, I know Franchize maybe ran a little long, uh, but that's the AEW, man. That's the show, man. Any final thoughts, man, on those last little few things that I touched on?
Too cold, man. Look, I know we said 20 minutes before, but fuck, you know what? This is
It's
what we do.
AEW, man. It's
This is
AEW,
what
brother.
this is why you and I we always say this shit. We always say this shit. Hey, bro, we gonna make this quick. Hey, bro, man, fuck the bullshit. And then next thing you know, bro, we find something we like, and then we just get lost in the sauce. It is what it is. Hey, guess what?
It
I'm gonna
is what
make
it
it up
is.
later because I'm going to the palace. So you shut your lips. But no. But no, other than that, no, hey dude, it
You
was a
wow,
good
my boy.
show,
You
man.
wow.
Hey
Yeah, it
man, look,
was.
you know me. You know me, I ain't even got no liquor in me right now. You know what I'm saying? This is all natural. You feel me? But
Right.
nah, no, seriously though, good show. I'm interested to see Mox. I'm happy to see he back, ready to see him put in work on Friday. I'm very, very interested in seeing Anna Jay fight for a title again. So to see her, this time go up against Red Velvet. I mean, excuse me, not Red, Lord Jesus. Love you, Red. Jay Cargill, that bitch.
Yeah.
Uh I'm curious to see how this match goes. I was disappointed with Thunder Rosa and Cargill, so I kind of want to see how this match goes. But overall, man, between Friday and next week, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to see what's going on. But tonight was a very very solid show. I can't complain, not a bit.
No, 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 not at all, man. Pretty decent show. Uh, and like I said, man, next week, and you would sometimes when they kind of got a bigger show coming up, the show
Yeah,
before it doesn't really, it's not really that big. It's not that entertaining or not enough to talk about. But I felt like there was a lot that they really talked about, and they really they got some stuff off there, or they at least brought some stuff up to build up to the next week, which I always like about AEW. If you don't see someone wrestle, you see them building up whatever they're doing for the next week. Um,
Right.
Definitely, would have loved to see Ricky Starks and Jay Lethal. I'm glad they got mentioned, but I would have liked to seen them definitely touch more on what they're doing. And yeah, man, yeah, we'll see what happens next week. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, man, that is your AEW. As you can see, man, I didn't pulled out the new chair. Your boy done got comfortable. My back feels great. I done felt good in this chair. They got me a little liquor. It's Wednesday night. It's AEW. I'm talking with the homie. Yo, we're off tomorrow. We ain't got nothing to do. We're gonna get ready for y'all for Friday. We're gonna talk SmackDown, we're gonna talk Rampage. And then we're gonna do what we do, man. Other than that, I am your king. He is your tribal chief. And we will see you Friday.
Well, hold on, really quick. Sorry, Fro said
Fro.
GOW. We gotta acknowledge you. Hey, Fro,
Hey
man, tell
Fro,
that
what
boy
it do,
Brad
baby?
Vaughn we down for an interview whenever he ready. Just
For
put it out
sure. For damn show. For damn
there. All
show.
right.
We damn show gotta talk to Brad about.
But Tuco, I'm sorry, I accidentally interrupted. Please sign us off one more time. This is your
Oh
show. You
man,
got it, brother.
again, man, like I said, man, we'll holler at y'all Friday, man. We do what we do, man. But other than that, great show. Like I said, I'm the king. He's the tribal chief. We'll see y'all Friday.